Hello Libras, I hope you're having a very Merry Christmas. This video is my gift to you, and because I'm a Libra I thought I'd share my Secret Santa with you all. So at work we did Secret Santa and I don't know who got it for me, but it's so perfect. I was shaking it, I was like, it's chocolates. It wasn't chocolates. So it's from Etsy, it's from a brand called Life and Luna, and it's so cute. So I assume if you come into tarot card readings you may be interested in crystals and candles and this kind of thing, so I thought I'd share it with you all. So it's got my real name in there. So yeah, I'm a Karen. Merry Christmas, love Secret Santa. Then you like this Life and Luna stuff, you get a little lunar calendar, and it's I don't know who got it for me, but they know me so well. Mercury retrograde protection kit, and I need it. Mercury retrograde trolls me so hard. Like, I think my phone's broken twice during Mercury retrogrades. It causes me so many problems. So I absolutely need this, and I really appreciate it. Like, it's so perfect. And yeah, it's got like, let's open it up. So it's got like a little candle holder like this. It's so cute. I think everything is like designed as well to like protect you. So ritual candle and holder. This candle burns for approximately 1 hour. Use this time to do something for yourself. Journal, meditate, or simply put your phone on flight mode. We like to use this time to talk to ourselves, yes, out loud. Mercury is the ruler of communication, so counteract retrograde by communicating with yourself. How have you been feeling lately? Is there anything you want to say? Congratulate yourself on, forgive yourself for, give it a go. It's really nice. And there's these little chocolate stars, handmade chocolate and raspberry stars, which are super cute. There's another little tea light candle in here. Let me have a look. Is this soy wax, handmade soy wax candle? Oh, nice. I am actually, I drink vegan milk, so that's really nice. There's Joss sticks as well, incense sticks. Satya, which is actually the brand that I use because it's awesome. So some jasmine blossom incense sticks, which smell gorgeous. And then you get these little crystals as well. I don't know, I thought it was cute if I share my Christmas gift with you all. So there's tiger's eye, a sodalite, and rose quartz there. So I guess we can get those out. And there's a little pucker tea, a peace tea, and a little smudging thing as well. A little sage smudging kit. So if you've got any friends who are into astrology, or people are asking you, what can I get you as a gift? And you're like, I don't know. You know, I just thought I'd share that with you as maybe a gift idea, because it was my Secret Santa gift and I thought it was so perfect for me. So yeah, Life and Luna on Etsy. Go and check them out if you think that sounds like your sort of thing. So with my Secret Santa gift in action here on the table, let's find out, lovely Libras. What is your gift that you bring to the world? Why are you a gift to the universe? And what gifts is the universe bringing your way in 2022? So what's your innate inner gift, and what gifts are coming your way? What is Libra's gift, please? Hostilities, the thinking man, and first chakra, Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is how I'd identify one of my spirit guides. So again, taking religion out of the equation, it's kind of an energy that's very familiar to me, and it's the name I give that energy. And it absolutely, what I associate with Archangel Michael is this energy of kind of like feeling safe, feeling protected. To me, that's what Michael represents: feeling safe, feeling protected. So I want to say, with hostilities here, I want to say that there's something about your energy. You have some kind of gift with the thinking man as well, which I would say is like Gemini, Aquarius, but absolutely could be you as well. Libra is an air sign. Air signs are all to do with thinking and communicating and figuring things out, right? Looking at things from different angles. So these cards together, I want to say there's something about your energy where when there's hostilities, right? When there's conflicts of opinion, or when a situation is I don't know, like it could be like friends and family are fighting, people have difference of opinions, you know, there's drama in the air. I want to say that, you know, naturally, Libra, you're known as being like the peacekeeper of the tarot, the peacekeeper of astrology, I don't know. So I bet the thinking man would know. Is it astrology or astronomy? I want to say that you're good at thinking things through. I want to say that you're good at seeing different sides of a situation. But also with this Archangel Michael energy, I want to say that you feel naturally protective over people. So I want to say that, say you were witnessing your family having an argument, your family having a fight. I want to say that naturally you see all the different sides of the argument. You know, you take the middle ground. You can understand why that person's arguing that point. You can understand why that person's arguing that point. But you can like protect everybody involved by acting as the middleman, as acting as the negotiator, as acting as kind of the advocate, right? So yeah, I think there's this kind of there's this thing as well about, he's got the sword up here, but here he's got the sword facing down. So there's something about turning a situation around, or it's like standing up against hostilities. Like you're not scared to face opposition, right? You're very, because the first chakra is kind of like confidence, empowerment. It's also the sacral chakra, so it's to do with like sexuality and things as well. I want to say that you're very good at you're not threatened, right? I want to say if there's some kind of hostile energy coming towards you, you're not threatened. You understand where they're coming from. So you're good at standing up and arguing your point back without being defensive, but without feeling overly assertive either. Something like that. There's also this thing about he's literally holding the diamond heart, or a clear crystal, right? A clear quartz crystal, which I associate with your energy, with your soul, with your mind, right? Diamond heart, diamond mind, of being able to see lots of different sides of a situation, being able to see with a lot of clarity, to see through situations, to be able to turn things around, right? And look at things from different angles, like this inquiring mind energy. Yeah, transparency as well coming through there. This is very Aquarium. I'm getting as well, like the pen is mightier than the sword. So just with this thinking man energy, he kind of looks like a bit Shakespeare-y, he looks like a bard, right? It's like the mind is a greater weapon. Yes, that's what it is. Okay, I've got it. Like the mind is your greatest weapon. You're normally the Queen of Swords in the tarot, and this would be your equivalent, right? This would normally be your counterpart energy, but coming through as you at the moment. So the pen is mightier than the sword. Words are, understanding that words are a powerful tool. As a Libra, something that I experienced a few years back on social media was, I don't know if you remember, this is like before lockdown. It was kind of during the refugee crisis. People, the discourse, the vocabulary that was being used on social media became very, very polarized and very hostile. So there really was this kind of, are you with us or against us? It was like pick a side energy. Now that's not a very comfortable situation to be in as a Libra, because we're, you know, notoriously known for sitting on the fence. We're notoriously known for taking the middle ground. But I want to say that is your strength, Libra, because I think there's a recognition. Again, with my degree, I did a lot of politics. I did humanities, so a lot of the things that I was learning, although I didn't learn politics specifically as a course, a lot of the coursework that I was doing involved a lot of understanding the history, understanding the political background, the political discourse of the times. So I've read a lot of political speeches from classics like can't think of his name now. My brain's Hailing me. I've read a lot of political discourse, right? And also not only like direct political discourse from the politicians themselves, but also the media of the time. So not only words and stories, but also visual images of how the political class in a society can create a narrative for the culture. So what I'm getting to, Libra, and bear with me if you're thinking, what are you talking about? This doesn't sound like me. Like, what are you on about, woman? I'm going for seeing political discourse, right? Seeing how the polarization of our political systems in like the UK and America, having this party or that party, what is it, a two-party system. Now in the UK we don't have a two-party system, we have lots of different parties, and I can go into that as well, right? Again, that's another thing, another strategy I can get involved with, but I'm not going to. But normally in a democracy, you normally tend to find there's like two, maybe three, like forerunners. And then a lot of the time they take opposite sides of the fence, right? They're like, this is what we stand for, we don't stand for what they stand for, they're the bad guys. So what tends to happen is a demonization of the other party on both sides, right? And then a self-promotion of their own values. So it's kind of like pick a side who you're going to vote for. And then what happens then is kind of like you end up with these like two tribes, right? Two parties, this splitting of society, when actually if you think about it, if you take a nuanced view, which is what you're good at, Libra, you are good at taking the middle ground. You're understanding about that, you know, actually actively listening and understanding the different opinions and being like, do you know what, I understand you have different opinions on this, but we do have shared values. We have shared common threads here. You know, both parties agree that children are important. Both parties agree that everybody should have, a basic living wage. You know, everybody should have a roof over your head. So actually what you tend to do, Libra, is you tend to take these polarized views, these hostilities, and you encourage other people to think about it. And you actually almost come in with this kind of commanding presence of it's almost like stepping into the middle of the playing field and saying, you two are scary, everybody come to me because we have these shared values. It's like come back to the middle ground energy. And I want to say that Archangel Michael is probably offering you protection while you face hostilities, and encourage people to actively question the kind of shallow surface level discourse, right? When you dig a little deeper, very quickly these kind of it doesn't have to be politics, by the way, as well. It can be any kind of like nuanced or like any kind of polarized viewpoint, right? Any situation, like the Christmas dinner, right? Should we have cranberry sauce, or, you know, what's better, handmade or shop bought? And then all of a sudden everybody's fighting, and you can say, do you know what, I think we can all agree that cranberry sauce should only be consumed at Christmas, and we all prefer Bisto. Right? It's like you find in the middle ground. So any situation. Bessie, you're being really noisy back there. She's ringing the bell. Yeah, so you're just encouraging people to think a bit further about it. The panther and the moth, that's an interesting combination as well. There's definitely this hostile energy, look. Like that panther is sort of saying to me, like, that's the hostile energy. And then because his eyes are the same colour as the moth, it's like this panther is almost like angry at or attacking the moth. See, these both give me King of Swords energy. This is the thing. The thinking man is like a King of Swords energy, and hostilities, it's like, it's sort of reminding me, when I split it like this, it's kind of giving me flip side of the same coin energy. So the King of Swords in the tarot normally is resting on his sword because he knows when to hold back, right? He knows when to hold his tongue. He knows when to speak and when not to speak. He's careful when he does speak. He's thought a lot about what he wants to say. So when he speaks, people listen to him, right? He's saying something important. But normally his sword's pointing down, indicating it's not the time to action. It's not the time to speak. I'm holding back. I've got control over my thoughts. I've got control over my words. Okay, so the depiction of the King of Swords, though, can also be sword raised. And when the sword is raised, it means that he is taking action and he is communicating. And sometimes he can be very cutthroat and very fierce. It's the energy of ripping the band-aid off, right? Ripping the plaster off. It's like, I know it's going to hurt, but it has to be done. So it can also indicate a surgeon as well, like literally like surgery doctors and things like this. To me, the King of Swords. So it's like, you know, the first cut is the deepest kind of energy. You know, if you have to have an operation, you have to use the sword. So it could be that this is a part of yourself where you strategize, you think about things for a long time, you plan, you spend a lot of time in the chrysalis, right? You spend a lot of time figuring things out before you move and take action. And then you take action. It's quite swift. It's quite ruthless. This feels like an Aquarius reading, which is interesting. I don't know if you've got a strong Aquarius in your chart, or if I'm just dealing with a male Libra. It's a very King of Swords reading. To me, that's Aquarius, and to me, it's a masculine energy. So I don't know why that's coming through that way, but it could mean something to you. Let's see what else. What else for Libra, please? What is Libra's gift? Libra's innate gift. Libra's special ability. Two of Wands. It is something about the middle ground, right? It's something about navigating these two energies and having the strength and the confidence to take the middle road. Because it's funny, Cancer had this thing about swimming against the stream. Sometimes with social media discourse, or when hostilities arise, when two opinions are put on the table, there's a lot of, because you've got people arguing for one or the other, there's a lot of there's an intense pressure to pick one, right? And you don't have to. So you can pick the middle ground. You can start your own party. You can abstain from voting. You can, you can negotiate. You know, the King of Swords is a strong negotiator. So I want to say that you're the negotiator. You're the person who's read the information. You've understood not only the surface level communication from each side, but also the background motivations. You know, you've dug a little bit deeper, you found out a bit more information, you kind of really understand the point of view of both sides, right? And it's not that one's good and one's bad. It's that it's nuanced, right? It's that there's you're comfortable in the grey area. You're comfortable being like, yeah, you've made some really strong points. You've made some really strong points. I'm not making a decision here because I think the decision is not on the table. I think if I'm offered this and that, and I think the decision is option C, I'm going to sit here and say, until you come back and negotiate and bring me option C, then I'm not choosing either of you. There's something like that going on there, because the Two of Wands is indecision. It's the middle ground. It's almost like sitting at a crossroads with your arms folded, saying, yeah, I don't want to go either of those routes, so what are you going to do about it? But having the confidence to do that, and having the strength and the it just feels like fearlessness to not choose. Like, not choosing is a choice as well. Somebody else had that a few weeks back. Not choosing is a choice. Not choosing is an option. Because if somebody's trying to make you, if you're comfortable not choosing and somebody's trying to make you choose, then there's something in it for them, right? If somebody's trying to make you play your hand, if somebody's trying to make you make a choice, it's in their benefit, not yours, to do that. So there's something about that there as well. So your gift is your confidence in taking the middle ground and sticking your heels in. Whew, that was a long one to get to. But again, you need that. You need the negotiators. You need the middlemen. You need the advocates. You need the You need the people who understand the grey areas and don't see the world in black and white. That is a strength, and that is your gift, right? So what's the universe bringing your way, please? What's the universe? Hopefully no more hostilities. What gift is the universe bringing to you, Libra, in 2022? What is the universe bringing your way in 2022? What is your future gift? Door to personal healing and happiness. So not trying to please other people, understanding again that choosing you is a choice, right? Starting your own team because you don't like the teams that are on offer is a choice. The world. Ooh, major life lessons. Could be something involving the internet. There could be something involving travel. That's quite a powerful card there on the underlying. Door to personal healing and happiness. And what else, please, for Libra? The buffalo. Yeah, perseverance energy here with the buffalo. It's kind of like Earth Emperor energy for me with that lightning in the background. It's kind of like, you know, when the Nine of Wands turns into the Emperor. It's like rabbit there as well. It's like when you're in the Nine of Wands energy, when you're in that kind of wounded warrior energy of something being a long drawn out process of having to keep picking yourself up and dusting yourself off, there is like the energetic wear and tear that comes with that. You know, he always kind of looks a bit kind of like a bit bedraggled, right? A little bit like it's been a hard journey. He needs a haircut, you know, he needs a haircut. He needs to run a brush through his hair. He needs to get the mud out of his fur. It's like he's just trying to get home. He's just trying to get into a place, you know, through that last door so he can rest, you know, so he can finally rest. He wants the storms to clear and for the rainbows to come out. It's got that kind of energy to it. So I want to say that this is not going to come in like January 1st. It's not like January 1st, doors open, here you go, Libra, here's your spa day. It's not saying that. It's saying keep sticking with it, keep persevering, because even though the road is long, even though this has been a tough journey for you, you are going in the right direction. You know, it's not like you're plodding on for nothing. You're going somewhere, right? You know that the universe has something good in store for you. So yeah. There may be a little bit of wrapping up of the past as well, because the buffalo's looking backwards. So I want to say that you are heading in the right direction. You are going into something that where you're prioritizing your self-care, you're prioritizing your own needs. The universe is allowing you the, not like you need permission, but the universe is saying, Libra, you know, here you go. The universe, God, whoever, we're giving you permission to put yourself first, to put your own needs first, to treat yourself, to look after yourself, to nurture yourself, because you have to put your own gas mask on, right, before you can put anyone else's on. So yeah, but I think there's some wrapping up to do. I think there's some tying up of loose ends that's happening over here, probably in connection to whatever those hostilities are for you. But I want to say as well, like, again, with that kind of Emperor, look at that as well, 10 of Cups on the underlying there, just as I was about to pause. So you are going towards your 10 of Cups. You are going to a happier place, your happily ever after, your perfect day, whatever that is for you. I really feel strong Emperor energy for you, and I get this a lot for you. You are a cardinal sign, although you're ruled by, you know, the goddess Aphrodite Venus, who's a very feminine goddess. You are also a cardinal sign, and you do get this Emperor energy. So this kind of like masculine King of Swords energy that's coming through, this energy of like the pen isn't mightier than the sword, but if I have to use the sword, I'm going to swing it, right? You know, is there like an Asian Eastern proverb about the first cut, like it should only take one cut if your sword is sharp enough. There's a swift cut, is a clean cut, is a what's the word? It's like if you have to do something, do it cleanly and swiftly, and don't drag it out, because if you have to cut twice, it's like you're dragging out some kind of process here. So with this being like the 9 of Wands, which is an Emperor in the making, you know, fighting a long battle, being in some kind of long drawn out war, you know, that you've been engaged in perhaps, and an emperor who hasn't fought any battles is not a very good emperor, because they haven't got the perseverance energy. So I want to say there's something here, Libra, where it's like, because you've had a tough time of it, because you've persevered where other people would have given up, because you've had to fight for things in your life, you know how to. It's funny, I was saying, like, here's my name, it's Karen, I am a Karen, right? Although I don't like hostilities, although I am a peacekeeper by nature. If something's unfair, if I have to fight for something, I'm going to fight for something. If I have to pick up that sword, I'm going to pick up that sword. So it does give me, I've been picking up on the Emperor Augustus a lot in this reading, and a quality of Augustan Rome was a man alike for peace and war, and what it basically meant was, as a leader, as an emperor, right, even if that's just an emperor in your own life, controlling your own life, you want to get along with people, you want to get on with the neighbouring territories, right? You want to get along with friends, you want to get along with family, you want to get along with colleagues, you want to keep the peace. Again, that's your nature, Libra. You want to keep the peace, you want to keep things stable, you'd rather negotiate, you'd rather talk things through. But if you're facing hostilities, if it comes to that point and if you have to fight for something, you're going to fight for it, right? You're going to do it swiftly, like the King of Swords. You're going to be strategic. You're going to not wait, and you're not going to mess around. It's like, I'd rather not fight, but if I have to, I will, and I'll do it strongly, right? And I'll do it confidently, and I'm being divinely protected to do this. So there is something like that coming through, right? Not necessarily wanting to fight, but you will fight if you have to. You will go full Karen. Yeah, and it brings you to Emperor energy. So sometimes the Emperor, the true emperors, the good emperors, again, going back to, like, if you know Lord of the Rings, I can't think of his name now, or the actor's name, because I'm so bad with names. But there's that king in that as well. He's like, he's kind of one of the main characters. And I think his dad's king, and he ends up inheriting the throne. But he's been through it, right? He's got the compassion, he's got the understanding, he knows how to fight. Again, Augustus, right? He knew, he was a strategist, he knew how to fight wars. He was taught by Julius Caesar. So it's like, I don't want to fight, but I'll have to fight. I will fight if I have to. But then it's like, you fought to get the safety and the peace in the kingdom, and then you get to rest for a bit. Then you get to heal. Then you get to be happy. You get to enjoy the good times because you fought for it. That's that kind of energy. I don't know whose reading this is. It doesn't necessarily feel like my reading, but I don't know. It feels like a masculine reading, but it's funny, I was saying in one of the other readings, although I identify with that Venus energy, right, I identify as being very, very feminine. I identify as she, her, got a bit of a Barbie look to me. My birth chart is like very strongly, predominantly masculine signs, so like that. I may have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and the stomach of a king, and a king of England too. Energy that came out in somebody else's reading is coming out again here. Yeah, wanting to nurture, wanting to be the Tanaquil, wanting to be the the supportive, loving partner, or the resting king, however you want to see it, but stepping up when you have to. And the universe is rewarding you with the good times well earned, I want to say. All right, Libra, take care of yourselves, have a lovely, lovely Christmas, and rest if you need to rest when you can, and I will see you again soon. Take care, my lovelies. Bye bye.